Once upon a time, some villagers found something odd. One of them committed a crime, and 4 of them got clawed. For a long while, they were with 16, but then some tried to join their isle. Oh hello, another season, another update. As you may have guessed by now, we are talking about the Fairy Tales update, and this update is huge. We are talking about a fundamental change for custom games, a new crazy game mode, 2 new roles, the honor system, and more things that are a lot of fun. Let's go into this. The first role that is being added is the new advanced role of the Vigilante, namely the Bully. This role has been tested multiple times and finally makes it into the game. As Bully, you can throw 3 rocks per game. If you hit someone with a rock, they get concussion, which means they are role blocked for the next phase. If you hit an already before concussed player again, they will die, like they would by a gunner shot. What do you think of this role, and are you going to try and get this role? The second role is the Blind Wolf, and this is a really cool role, although a bit overpowered if you know how to play with it. It is an advanced role of the Wolfseer, and instead of checking 1 player per night and see their role, you will check 2 players and see if they are RV, RSV, a voting role, a killing role, or another role. Other roles include roles like Cursed, by the way. I'm pretty sure I will play this role over Wolfseer most of the time. It is really nice for info simulations namely, and also for providing your team with more info. Only drawback I really see here is distinguishing between some of the RVs, because obviously there's a big difference between hitting a tough guy or a priest, for example. Let's go to some role balance changes then, and there are a few of them this time. Alpha Werewolf can now whisper an unlimited amount of messages every day. Ghost Lady will now once again reveal her role to whoever she protected. Instigator can now kill when the recruits died every night. Wow, this is an insane buff and might make this role way more interesting to play with than the Cupid. You could even play this role as a solo killer and sell the recruits at some point if they become suspicious. Jellywolf's protection is now anonymous. Sect leaders can now be interacted with by the Ghost Lady and Forger when sected, meaning the Forger can finally give stuff to the sect leader and the Ghost Lady can protect the sect leader. Wolf Shamans can now enchant when they are the last werewolf alive as well. Let's go to the biggest thing now, and that is of course the new crazy game mode. Yes, now you can play the 25 players game mode with actually a 5x5 grid, meaning we have 25 player games right now. This is of course going to open a lot of new playstyles and setups, especially because it is in custom games as well, and it even goes combined with stuff like Row Wars, which creates this beautiful purple row in the bottom. Along with that, there's also a 9-player setting in custom games. Now only if the Hangman were there, then we could finally simulate all the crazy game modes in custom games. If you want to see a video about 9-player setups, by the way, leave a like on this video. If we hit 100 likes, I will definitely do that. If you have recently played Wolvesville, you might have noticed you could give honor at the end of most of your games to one other player. Well, now that honor season 1 is starting, honor is going to be worth more than just a nice statistic on your profile. You can get cosmetics with honor points, and an honor season lasts 60 days as things stand right now. So here's a call to action for you from me. If you play and someone carried the evil team or the village team, even if you are not on that team, just give them the honor points. Let's not turn this into the next XP in terms of farming. Let's embrace the fact that we can finally have a proper way of showing skill, and that skill is the only thing that should separate players when it comes to honor. If more players just care about getting better at the game, then that is a really good start for improving this game, and it will do wonders with the player base. Finally, there are a few profile visibility changes coming next week. This means you can customize what you want displayed on your profile and whatnot. Pretty nice for those who get targeted for whatever reason. And just with that, an end comes to this story. The villagers and the 9 newcomers lived happily ever after. If you enjoyed this video, then I'm sure you will also love this one right here. So go click on it and tell them you came from this video. You can also subscribe and turn on the bell to never miss any new Wolvesville video anymore. Trust me, they only get better. I will then see you later, and don't be a traitor. Goodbye.